Until Dawn is based off a video game that came out in 2015. I will be honest, I was never aware of what the Until Dawn video games were, because considering the fact I don't really own, or I don't even own a PlayStation 4 or 5 or Xbox One. I don't own any of that stuff. Um, Sorry, I'm very confused on what it is exactly. So, I basically actually looked up a walkthrough. I think it was before I saw it in theaters to like to get a little like feel on what it was exactly. I did the same thing with when Five Nights at Freddy came out as well. I've heard of Five Nights at Freddy's. I've heard it. Of course, I've heard of that. But I did know that that was supposed to be made into a movie for at some point. But anyway, this movie right here mainly has to do with a group of these friends, and the main character, I think her name was Clover. I think that was her name in the movie. Basically, her sister ended up going missing a year prior, or to them going to this cabin. So they go into the cabin. It's basically the girl trying to find her sister and what happened with her disappearance. And when they get there, weird stuff is happening at this cabin right away. Like there was like a sequence, like goes like they saw like rain on one side, and it was clear as day on the other. I will admit though, when it comes to like clouds and weather, stuff like that can be very creepy. There was something very creepy about the way the rain looked and everything. It just looked so weird. Clouds can be creepy sometimes as well, if you know what I mean. Just the way the colors look. I mean, I know I get that creepy vibe sometimes when like it's light on this side and then you see like dark clouds on the other side. There's just something really odd and creepy about that. I don't know if any of you like feel that way, but it's just there's just something odd and creepy about that. But it's them. They go there and it's like all these creatures are basically all these creatures are coming after them, and it's them basically they have to find a way to survive, and basically if they die they have to start all over, basically like a video game. It was kind of like a video game kind of like movie, like it was a movie but inside a video game, if you know what I mean. It was kind of like Jumanji in a way. Jumanji mixed with horror. um of course the reviews on this one were mixed. um I think for someone that's not really aware, or that doesn't really know much about the Until Dawn games, I thought it was all right. Of course, it's not perfect or any means. It's most likely definitely going to be one of those one time watch ones. But I did like. There were some sequences I liked, and there were some sequences I did not like. I was with my coworker. I actually saw this one on Friday, and I'm just now doing the review on 2 days later. I will say though, there were some cool like creepy vibes. Like there was like scenes with like water, like if you drink the water you'll explode. There was like some funny sequences with that. The other thing that was kind of weird about this movie, the movie didn't really explain certain stuff. Basically, it didn't really like give detail on certain stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a movie that doesn't really explain too much shit, if you know what I mean. That's how I can put it. If you've seen the movie already, you kind of know, you kind of like get what I'm like talking about, because it doesn't really do many explanations with like the missing sister or anything. Um, that's pretty much all I have to say. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give this one 4 out of 10. There's definitely, like I said, some cool vibes to this movie. Um, I mean, I say it's worth watching, but honestly, I think the Five Nights at Freddy movie was a little bit. I know that wasn't good either. I even have like a Blu-ray I bought from, I think it was Streamly, um, from their private signing they did with Matthew Lillard. I got his autograph on the Blu-ray. Um, which if they had Scooby Doo, I definitely would have gotten a Scooby Doo DVD or something to have them signed. But all they had was, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's, and of course, I love physical meat. I loved autographed Blu-rays and DVDs. I love that. There's something really neat about that I really like. But I am interested in seeing the sequel to Five Nights at Freddy's. Even though that movie was not as, it's a little bit better than this one, but it wasn't. It's not perfect. If any of you know what I mean. But I say Until Dawn, it's worth watching. Perfect? No, but it's worth watching. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.